Okay, so for those of you out there that want to learn how to greet people properly, and for those of you who will be giving people who want to be a server greeter, when you're going to give them the test, you can use this video as a reference to compare them to it, so you can see how well they greet, and then you can compare them. So you'd be like, well, this guy kind of nailed it, or he got a lot of it right. Then you have some kind of reference to go to see how well they greet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how you would properly greet somebody, and then so you know the correct and proper way to greet. Because unfortunately, half the things you don't want to overload them with information, and you don't want to tell them too little. So now I'm going to show you how to properly greet somebody. Hey, I'm here just to give you a quick rundown of rules, jobs, and how things work, so when you go out there and you start playing, you're not too confused about what you see out there. Now, as a cop, you can kill criminals and zombies on sight. As a criminal, you can kill cops and zombies on sight. As a zombie, you can kill cops, criminals, and zombie hunters on sight. There is no NLR rule, which means new life. Which means when you die, the second you respawn, you can run right back to where you died and you can kill the person who killed you. There's no problem with that. The only time this rule does apply is when you're a zombie and a neutral kills you. If you're a zombie and a neutral kills you, you cannot respawn and then go right back to the guy and kill him again. You can't do that. Those are the only times you are not allowed to do that. Now, yeah, and Scourge. Yeah, I can't do that Scourge either. That's true. Man, that class has a lot of problems. But, anyway, in the bottom left of your screen, do you see BP? Those are points you earn over time just by playing on the server, killing other players, and killing NPC zombies you find across the map. You won't have to worry about it too much. You'll get BP pretty quickly just by playing on the server. So you'll unlock the classes pretty quickly and easy. That's not something you'll have to worry about. If you hold your tab key, and on the right side of your screen where you see alignment, 1 BP every 5 minutes, that's pretty good. Now, if you hold your tab key on the right side under where you see the alignment section, and underneath it says criminal, neutral, police, and zombie and all that, it shows you what everyone is. Anyone who is a neutral you cannot kill. You have to leave them alone. The only time you're allowed to kill a neutral is if they try to kill you first. And I don't mean like they shoot you once in the foot and then you unload 250 rounds of a Gatling gun in their face. So no, they have to legitimately be trying to kill you. Even then, the only time a neutral is allowed to kill you is if so if you hold your tab key on the right side where you see alignment, and underneath it it'll say like criminal, neutral, police, and all that, you cannot kill anyone who is classified as a neutral class. You have to leave them alone. The only time you're allowed to kill a neutral class is if they try to kill you first. And I don't mean like they shoot you once in the foot and therefore you unload 250 rounds of a Gatling gun in the face. No, they have to legitimately be trying to kill you. And even then, the only times a neutral class is allowed to kill another person is if you're a zombie or you're a criminal raiding a base. So like, let's say you're neutral and you have a base set up and you're trying to defend something, and then criminals decide to raid or rob you. You then have the option and the choice as a neutral to kill the people trying to steal your stuff. Those are the only 2 times you're allowed to kill as a neutral. If a neutral is trying to kill you and it does not fit either of those 2 situations, just call for help in the admin chat and someone will be able to come help you out. Now, another thing is almost every class has a special ability that they can activate. It'll either be invulnerability, speed, regeneration, quad damage, berserk, something like that. Now, you'll know if your class has a special ability is because on the right side of your screen above your gun name, it'll say it. It'll say one of these abilities. Now, if you do happen to have one of these abilities, how you activate them is by holding Alt and then pressing Shift. And then if you do that, it'll play the sound name. It'll say like a vulnerability, quad damage, berserk, you know, something like that. And underneath the ability name, Yes, so Robo is going to show you what I mean when you activate it. So that's what I'm talking about. And underneath the ability name, it'll show you how long it's up for, how long it's on cooldown for, and when it's ready again. Now, like I said, if you don't have one of these ability names above your gun name when you pick a class, then your class just doesn't have one. Now, one of the unique things about the server is you have an inventory. The inventory is used to store items permanently, so no matter what happens, you will never lose what's in this inventory. So if you crash, the server crashes, you lose connection, the server loses connection, you know, there's mod explodes, no matter what happens, you'll never lose. If you die, if you change shots, whatever's in your inventory, you'll never lose it. Now, how you access your inventory is very simple. All you do is type it. If you type that command, exclamation INV, it will open up your inventory and it'll show you everything that's in there. It'll show you your weapons, your gems, your shipments, your ammo, all that. Now, how you put something in your inventory is quite simple. Again, Robo is now going to show you how you do it. Now, what you want to do is you want to hold the item in your hand that you want to put in your inventory. You type /drop. You type that, it'll throw whatever's in your hand on the ground. Now, while looking at the item, you hold Alt and press E. You see how it popped up like that and made that little sound? That's how you know you probably put it in your inventory. So now if you type the command to open up your inventory, you will see the weapon that you just put in there under the weapons tab. And you can pull it out and do whatever you want with it from there. Now, another unique thing about the server, and the main unique thing, is gun crafting. You can create your own custom and personalized weapons however you want. You can change its skin, its name, how it sounds, how it functions, its stats, all that. Now, I won't explain how to craft guns just yet because you won't have enough gems just yet to craft a weapon. But later on, when you do get enough gems and you want to learn how to craft guns, all you have to do is just ask in all chat. Just be like, hey, you know, I have enough gems right now, I want to learn how to craft my own gun, can someone help me out? And someone will be able to help you out and teach you how you craft your first gun. Now, one more thing to tell you about is, on this map, you have 5 capture points you want to take control of. In the top left of your screen, you'll see that. You'll see 5 abbreviations. There will be CRS, MT, TS, BA, and COS. Those are the 5 points scattered across the city you want to take control of. Now, if a criminal owns a control point, it'll be colored in orange. If a cop owns a control point, it'll be colored in blue. Now, whenever you own a control point, you can then spawn at it. So when you die, in the bottom middle of your screen, it'll say like hold A to spawn here, hold W to spawn here, hold S to spawn here. That way you can use transit points as a quick access point to get back into the fight. Now when you control all 5 points, you control the city. You then get 500 XP and you get a free random gem. You also get a free random gem every hour you spend on the server. So even if you're not that good at the gunplay, if you just want to build and hang out, you still get something just by being on the server to help you out. And that's about all there is. That's the simplest and easiest way to greet somebody. That's a proper way to greet somebody. You give them enough information that they know what's going on. They know who they can kill, who they can't kill, what they can do, all the interesting things that they'll see right away. You don't want to overload them with information. Like I said, like if you've been playing on the server long enough, you'll know that I have left out a whole lot of stuff about this server. And that's because they're gonna, if you try to tell them even, you know, half the stuff I left out, they're gonna forget. They're gonna forget so much stuff. It's gonna be ridiculous. You don't want to do that. So you still left a lot of stuff out for them. A lot of it will be new. It'll be fun for them to figure out, and it'll always be like some new little thing that they'll figure out. And you're welcome, Bob.